In this question, we're told that Farmer Bob needs a new feeding trough for his cows. He wants to make it in the shape of a trapezoid prism shown in the diagram. No lid is required for the trough, and that's important. Boys, you'll realise that when you go to your exam book and your formula sheet, you won't actually have a formula for a trapezoidal prism. So you have to work them out part by part, just like we did in class. So when we think about that, we need to work out the trapezium here, the trapezium at the back. We then need to work out the bottom rectangle, and we need to work out the two side rectangles as well. So we need to work out all of those shapes separately and then add them together, and we'll be able to find out the surface area of the trough, because obviously that's the question that we need to work out. First of all, let's work out the trapezium. Okay, so we're told that in a trapezium, the area equals half x plus y times the height. Now, x and y are the two lengths of the top and bottom of the trapezium, right? And height is obviously the height of the trapezium. So let's just sub that in. Area equals half 66 plus 74 times 52, and we'll put that into our calculator. So we'll go half 66 plus 74 bracket times 52, and that equals 3,640. So here we're going to have 3,640. The thing that we need to be careful of here and remember is that there's two of these in the trough, isn't there? So we've got to times that answer by 2. So we go back here. Let's go answer times 2 equals 7,280. Okay, so we've got 7,280 for the two trapeziums. All right, I'm just going to erase a few things here because we're going to start again. The next one that we're going to work out is the bottom rectangle. Okay, so the bottom. And that is obviously going to be a rectangle. So we go area equals length times width. Quite a simple one this time. And where the width is going to be 66 and the length is going to be 160. So we just need to go area equals 66 times 160. Put that into our calculators. 66 times 160. And that equals 10,560. 10,560. Are there two of them? No. So we are going to add that up here. 10,560. The last part that we need to work out is the two side rectangles. So there and that other one as well, if you can imagine it in a 3D shape, if you're out on a farm or Farmer Bob's farm. The important thing to know here is that we actually don't know that length there. We don't know that. And this is where this question gets a little bit difficult. We have to work that out to be able to work out the two side rectangles and then add that to the answer that we've already got. So to do it, we need to use Pythagoras. And if you take this front trapezium, for example, we need to work out what this length here is using the two marks that I've just made. All right, so we know that this here is going to be 52. To work out what this one is, we need to go, well, righto, 74 minus 66 is going to equal 8. So we know that the top is 8 centimetres bigger than the bottom. And if we divide 8 by 2, it's going to equal 4, which means there's 4 centimetres here and 4 centimetres there. All right, so if you imagine that we've divided the trapezium into 3, that is 66, that's 4, and the whole thing equals 74. So if we're talking about just this triangle, we've got 4, we've got 52, and we want to know what that is. So to work it out, we're going to use Pythagoras. And we're going to go Pythagoras equals a squared plus b squared equals c squared. We're going to substitute in what we know. So that is 4 squared plus 52 squared equals c squared. And we're going to put that into solve for c. So solve 4 squared plus 52 squared equals c squared, comma c equals, we get a strange answer. If we hit Control Enter, we see that it's either minus 52 or 52. We're going to use that. So 52.2, let's call it 52.2 because we've rounded it up. If you use 52.15, that's fine. 52, so the length, I should say, C equals 52.2, which is that up there. Now that we know that, we can work out the two rectangles with one of the side lengths 60 and the other side length 52.2. So we go area equals 160 times 52.2. Let's put that into our calculators. So 160 times 52.2, that's 8,352. So the area equals 8,352. And we know that that's one side, so we need to work out the other. So we times that answer by 2. Back to our calculators. Times 2 equals 16,704. So the area equals 16,704. We need to add that to the other two things that we've already worked out. That's 16,704. And if we add all of these up, we're going to end up working out the total surface area of the trough, which was the original question. So if I rub it all out, I'll be able to write an answer in. It's 7,280 plus 10,560 plus 16,704. Hit enter, we get 34,544. 34,544 centimeters squared. Next, we're going to be asked to find the volume in litres of the trough. So, this one's a little bit easier because we know that we can actually just go the volume is the area of the base shape, which is a trapezium, and we times that by the length of it. So if we work this out and times it by the length, we're going to be able to work it out. So it's a little bit easier. So all we need to do is go area equals half x plus y times h, and then we're going to times that by the length of the whole prism. So if we go back up, we can see that the area is going to be a half 66 plus 74 times the height, which is 52. And if we times that by 160, we're going to get our answer. So from here, we just put that straight into our calculators. So we'll go a half 66 plus 74 times that by 52 and times that by 160. Hit enter, we get 582,400. So our answer is 582,400. So all of this should say volume, and that would be in centimeters cubed. Now that's important because we need to put our answer in litres. So to convert it from centimeters cubed to litres, we need to divide by 1,000. So divide by 1,000, and you'll find that in your capacity notes for your exam book. So if we divide that answer by 1,000 and then hit Control Enter, you'll see that the answer is 582.4. So we'll say 582.4 meters.